I'm going to do question 4 and 5 in this video, and then 6, 7, and 8 will be in the last video. So write the following equations in standard vertex form. So this currently is in general form, ax squared plus bx plus c, and we have to put it back into that a bracket x minus p whole squared plus q in that form. That's the standard vertex form. And so we need to complete the square. So to complete the square, if we have a in front of the x squared, then we have to divide it by a first, the first two terms. So that's going to be 2 bracket of x squared minus 7 divided by 2 is going to be 7 over 2 of x, and close the bracket, and then plus 6. So just make sure 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times minus 7 over 2x is going to be 7x. So that's correct. Then what we have to do is we need to figure out what to add and subtract in order to complete the square. So to complete the square, we need to take half of this value, that's 7 over 2, negative 7 over 2, and we want to square it. That becomes 49 over 4. So that's what we need to add inside that bracket. So x squared minus 7 over 2x, and we need to add 49 over 4, and then we subtract 49 over 4, close the bracket, and then we have plus 6, and then I'm going to add a second bracket over the first 3 terms because this forms our perfect square now. So the perfect square, let's rewrite that in perfect square form. That's going to be x minus 7 over 4 whole squared, and then this is going to be minus 49 over 4, close the bracket, and then plus 6. Multiply the 2 back into both of the terms. So we will have 2 bracket x minus 7 over 4 whole squared minus 49 over 4 times 2. You just cancel out the 2 and the 4, so that's 49 over 2 plus 6. And then we want to combine these two. So 6, we want to make sure that the denominator is the same. So that's 12 over 2. So I can probably change that to 12 over 2 straight away. And so we want to do 49 minus 49 plus 12. So in the end, we want to combine it. That's 2 bracket x minus 7 over 4 whole squared. And that is minus 37 over 2. You can just leave that as a fraction, and that is fine. B. We want to divide the first two terms by negative 2. So that's negative 2 bracket of x squared. And so negative 2 times what is 4x? That's going to be negative 2x. So we need to make sure that the signs are correct. So let's just double check. Negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times minus 2x is plus 4x. So that is correct. And then just put the plus 6 at the end. Then we want to complete the square. So we need to take half of negative 2, that's negative 1. And we want to square it, that is just 1. So we just add and subtract 1. Plus 1 minus 1. And then close the bracket, plus 6. Put another bracket in front of the first 3 terms, and this is our perfect square. So let's rewrite that in perfect square form. That is x minus 1 whole squared minus 1, close bracket, plus 6. And then we want to multiply the negative 2 into both of these terms, and so that's going to be negative 2 of x minus 1 whole squared, and then negative 2 times negative 1 will be plus 2. And then plus 6. And then lastly, you just want to combine these two numbers together. So that's negative 2 bracket x minus 1 whole squared plus 8. Okay? Let's move on to question 5. We want to use the quadratic formula to solve for x. And we want to write our answer in both exact form and in 2 decimal places. So what is the quadratic formula? X is equal to b minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So let's look at the first equation. A is equal to 2, b is equal to negative 25, and c is equal to negative 80. The numbers are not so nice. But let's just plug them into the equation. So we have x is equal to negative b, so negative of negative 25, plus or minus square root of b squared, so that's negative 25 whole squared, minus 4 times 2 times negative 80, all over 2 times 2. Okay, I'm just going to clean that up really quickly. Okay, so there's one thing that you need to pay attention to. This is minus 4 times 2 times negative 80. So negative times negative, in the end, it's going to be plus. Okay, so this is going to be plus in the end. And so the next step, you want to combine them together. So x is equal to 25 plus or minus square root of 1265, and then all over 4. Now, this is the exact form. Unfortunately, 1265 cannot be further reduced because there are no perfect squares that fit inside. And so you can just leave that as the exact form. And then if you want to go through the decimal form, then you want to put that into your calculator, and the answers that you should get, x is equal to, just give me a second, it's going to be, the first one is negative 2.64, and the second one is going to be 15.14. Okay, just plug them into your calculator and you would get the answer. Next one, b. First of all, this is not in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. And so we need to put it in terms of 0 equals 2. You can choose to move 12x minus 11 over to the other side, or you can move 3x over to the other side. They're both the same. In the end, you'll get the same answer. But I'll just keep 3x squared on the left side, and I'm going to move these terms over. So that's minus 12x, and then that's plus 11 equals to 0. So my a is equal to 3. I have b is equal to minus 12, and I have c is equal to 11. So let's put that into our equation. X is equal to negative of b minus b plus or minus square root of b squared, so that's negative 12 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is 11, and then all divided by 2 times 3. Okay, let's clean those up. Next step, we have x is equal to, so negative 12 is 12, plus or minus 12 squared is 144, then 4 times 3 times 11, let me just quickly put that into my calculator. That is 132, so minus 132 all over 6. And 144 minus 132 is going to be 12, okay? So x is equal to 12 plus or minus square root 12 all over 6. Now, square root 12 can be simplified. That is the same as 4 times 3. Okay, so that is the same as 4 times 3 inside the radical, and the 4 can be taken out. That's going to be 2. Okay, so let me split this fraction up. X is equal to 12 over 6 plus or minus, and then this is going to be 2 root 3 over 6. So let's further clean that up. 12 over 6 is the same as, let me put that over here. Sorry, I'm running out of space. X is equal to 12 over 6 is 2 plus or minus, and then that's going to be root 3 over 3, okay, because the 2 and the 6 will simplify. Okay, so this is the exact form, and then you also want to put it into your calculator to get the decimal places. And so the first value will be x is equal to 2.58, and the second one will be, this time is minus, okay, so let me go back, and 2 minus root 3 over 3, that's 1.42. Okay, I'll do the last 3 questions in the next video.